Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Your key to the week this week is the Sun card. So those light, heat, blessings, abundance, all of that abounds. But more importantly, aside from the universe giving you like a little bit of a free pass, remember when the Sun card shows up, it reminds you to remain optimistic. Whatever it is that happens this week, whatever it is that shows up for you, right? Whether it's good, whether it's, a bit more challenging, keep hold of your happiness, keep hold of your joy, and keep hold of your optimism. This is a week for you to hold on to those things because they're really going to serve you well. This could also be a week where some kind of advancement takes place for you that maybe you hadn't been expecting. Like maybe it's something that you wanted, maybe it's something that you had hoped like would take shape at some point, but it kind of feels like to me this is a bit of like a happy surprise. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit the subscribe button for your... Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, we've already done that, Raf. For your actions and options this week, wow. Okay, so you've got the Star card as your actions and options, which basically says this week you are spotting opportunities that everybody else is missing. You are able to see round corners. You're able to basically predict the future. This also suggests as well, because the Star card coupled with the Sun card literally represents astrology. If you are so inclined and you like astrology, which, if you're here watching this tarot reading, I'm pretty sure that you will be. If you've been with me long enough, I use a relatively large amount of astrological knowledge in my tarot reading. So that being said, this is a great week for you to book an astrology reading, to check out what's going on in your personal astrology, and more importantly, to start looking ahead. This is that moment where you need to start thinking about 2023. Yes, I know there's still 3+ months of the year to go at this point, but I really feel like your 2023 and getting the jump on it, this could be a really good moment to do so. I also get the feeling that for a lot of you, this is going to be a hopeful or very it's like some event that takes place this week is going to really get you to see your future in a much bigger or deeper or more profound way. That's really going to make you very happy. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Two of Pentacles. So this card is actually ruled by your sign. And you've got it with the Sun card. This is good conversations about money, about resources. This is you getting in place a solid budget. But more importantly, this is you finding your flow. You've got this with the Star card. You've got this with the Sun card. And you've got the Two of Pentacles. This is about you bringing your future plans, ideas, hopes, wishes, and goals into hand. But it's also about you understanding the resources that you have right now at this moment that you can utilize. So that's the Two Pentacles. And this week you're having conversations that are light, they're easy, they're fun, but more importantly, shit is getting done. Excuse my language. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this is going to be a week where you really are putting pen to paper and you're making those big plans. It's also likely to be a time where your studies are advancing. You might even find as well that this week you understand what's being said or, in class, or the knowledge that's being given to you. It's like you're picking it up so quick that you're like, is everybody else like just absolutely digesting this? And you might not even feel like you're studying. It might just feel like totally natural to you. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, same thing, right? But this week you are the person in charge. You are the leader. And what I like more about this as well, some idea or some future orientated thought that you have this week could really impress a boss, a superior, somebody that's in like a higher position, could really be like, this is our talent. We need to keep an eye on and nurture this one. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is you looking at and allocating your resources. So this week you could be really putting a budget in place to maximize your slay for the year ahead, right? Like, I don't know why, I just got this really excited feeling that for those of you that are business owners, you are totally on it. Like, you know where you're taking everything, and it's just like this week you're just biding your time, you're doing what needs to be done, and you've got all eyes forward. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, this would be a really good time for you to think about what you are ready to take on board now and what the rest of your future looks like. This is one of those moments where you kind of say, whether it's 5 or 50 more summers that I have left, I'm going to make damn sure that I enjoy them. Get it. For your love and relations, you've got the 8 of Swords. So to be honest with you, I don't actually feel that this is about your partner. I get the feeling that this is about your family, right? So it's like all of this wonderful, amazing stuff is happening, and then your people are squabbling amongst themselves, and it's like, you know what? Life is finally starting to get good for me. Why are you bringing the drama? Like, why are you... And it could be that, right? It might feel like the family or the familial ties just feel heavier than you really are caring to get involved with at this moment in time. And to be honest with you, I kind of feel like this is a moment of pure honesty where you kind of say, okay, you know what? I think I'm ready to distance myself from this now. Now, when it comes to those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, some shackle, some issue, something that you've had to hold on to, or something that you've been bound by for some time. This week, it's like you see the light at the end of the tunnel. For those of you that are single and looking, it's either going to be amongst your friendship group or potentially, and it's weird because all these cards are about forward, but there's something about an ex coming through here. Maybe somebody that you've dated, maybe somebody that you dated and now are friends with, and then you go back to... You know, is there something there? Maybe it's possible. For your money and materials, you have the Tower card. Look, you've got the Sun card as the key to the week. The Tower card could literally just be a surprise that comes in financially. This comes up with the 2 of Pentacles. For some of you, this could show up as a pay rise. For some of you, this could show up as a bonus that you hadn't expected. It is the Tower, and it is here with the 2 of Pentacles. So we do need to talk about maybe the current budgets that you have in place are not going to cut it for some of these bigger future plans that you have. And that's fine. You're being asked to adapt or to adjust something this week when it comes to your resources and your budgeting. But this could actually have really great or far-reaching ripples for your future. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Tower card is not easy for health. You've got the Sun card, so that's a mitigating factor. But this suggests that this week, you know... So if you've been with me long enough, you know, like a couple of weeks ago, I lost my voice, you know, my note, like it was bad. I was quite ill, which doesn't really happen a lot for me. So when it does happen, it's quite scary. That happened, like all of those symptoms, and, you know, even the problem that I had with my back, it all showed up literally within the space of 2 hours. At the start of the week, I just went down and I went hard. This could potentially be something like that, but with the Sun card here, it passes quickly. So you could have, like, you know, when you have like one of those 24-hour bugs or something like that. Unfortunately, mine was like a full 7 days. It took me a while to get the wind back in my sails, but as you can see, I'm, you know, back to full strength, etc. This could be something like that, so please be mindful of looking after yourself. When it comes to the home and environment, honestly, I really feel like this is potentially a familial bombshell. This is some news, some piece of information that reaches you from or through the family, and you're just like, you know what, everything else in my life is going great. How or why does this now have to show up? I'm sorry to say there's no getting around it. It is the Tower card, so it's likely to be a piece of information that either really gets under your skin, or it's something that you're just like, you know what, there always has to be somebody that wants to piss on the fireworks. Chalk it up to the grand design. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.